What's going on, guys? Multiverse Corrupt here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're having a look at none other than Spider-Man's Iron Spider from Marvel Legends. As always, guys, starting off this video, we're having a look at the Marvel Legends packaging, and it is, of course, their relatively new packaging here where it is plastic-free. The Iron Spider front and center with his name up top and Spider-Man down here at the bottom. Marvel Legends up here on this top flap with Spider-Man 60 amazing years. Flipping over here to the side, guys, we see the Iron Spider again and the Marvel Legends logo. Flipping over to the back, guys, we see the Iron Spider and the accessories that he comes with, but I can't wait to crack it open and see what else he's got. We have the barcode over here on the side, as well as all this legal information here. Over on this side, guys, is a nice comic image of the Iron Spider. Down here on the bottom, not really much going on, and we've already seen the top. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and rip the Iron Spider out of this packaging and see how he looks. So right here, guys, is the Iron Spider out of the packaging, standing on the rotating turntable. And for my first-hand impressions, I think he looks absolutely amazing. This Spider-Man figure is definitely going in my top 10 for Marvel Legends. I've always loved the Iron Spider suit, and I really do love how detailed the three Waldos here are, just protruding out of his back, looking absolutely phenomenal. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and get Spider-Man off of the rotating turntable and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to accessories, guys, the Iron Spider doesn't really come with much, but for me, he comes with just enough. Starting out, guys, looking at the arms here, I just want to cover the detail and articulation on these arms. That way we don't have to knock it out during the articulation point. It does have two different hinge points. It has one up here at the top, and then it has one down here as well. And if you want to count this as a hinge, you can, because once they plug into his back, they do get a very decent range of motion, a little more than what my fat fingers are allowing them to do right now, and it does look amazing on the figure itself. I will say, when it comes to the detail on these arms, they do look amazing. I love the grooves all the way throughout them and how we can see where all the hinges would be. I do think that this might have been an idea for a third or fourth hinge on the arms, because it's like that on all of them, which makes me believe it was just a decision to just leave it how it is. But I feel like if they would have just gave us an extra hinge, it would have been just perfect. It would have gotten all of the reach and depth that it could have got out of these arms, but they do look absolutely amazing. He does also come with two sets of hands. He comes with the infamous Spider-Man whipping hands and two punchy punch fist hands. Now, I will say, I do wish that we got a separate head sculpt for this guy, being how good this mask looks, and we've seen it in the comics and in cartoons of how his face mask opens up from the middle, and it's not just a typical Spider-Man mask. I do think an extra head sculpt would have made this the perfect figure. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get the accessories out of the spotlight and zoom in to take a closer look at the detail. In terms of the detail, guys, for this figure, it's very lackluster. The majority of the detail on this figure is from the gold accents, where they actually sculpted in the spider emblem and the eyes up top. Everything else is pretty much just a standard Marvel Legends Spider-Man body mold that we've seen before, but this guy is really, really shiny. I cannot talk about it enough by how shiny this guy looks. I get being the Iron Spider, he's in that metallic suit, but it just really looks super glossy in figure form. I will probably, at the end of the day, take some matte spray to it just to kind of flush it out. Leave the gold parts to be super shiny, but when it comes to the red, I feel like I could get away with making it just a little bit more on the matte side as opposed to having all this extra reflection in it. But overall, guys, it does look amazing. The head sculpt down to the chest, just seeing all the muscles within the suit and how the detail on the spider emblem is actually there and not just painted on. I absolutely agree with that 100%. It looks fantastic. Flipping over to the back, guys, we do have, of course, where the arms plug in, and it is as straightforward as it looks. Just a little peg here, and it plugs right into the back for all three Waldos. And like I also said, when it came to the accessories, these are detailed to the nines. They look absolutely fantastic. With all that said, guys, let's go ahead and zoom out away from Spider-Man and take a closer look at his size, articulation, and some size comparison. When it comes to how tall the Iron Spider stands, guys, the Iron Spider does stand at the 6 inches marks. Looks like 6 3/8. So he is a decent sized Marvel Legends figure. So I really do love that he's not just the short little kid that we've known for many years when it comes to a Spider-Man figure. Going over here to articulation now, guys, starting off with the head sculpt. He is able to look up about that far and look down about that far. Thanks to the ball joint, he does rotate all the way around. His arms go up about that far, and they do, of course, rotate all the way around. He does, of course, come with the bicep swivel. And he does have a butterfly joint, but it is kind of useless. Typically, he's able to reach back a lot farther, but I'm guessing because this is here, they only allowed him to go back so far, which is just a minor gripe from me. I really do love it when my Spider-Man figures are flexible and not hindered in any way, shape, or form. He is the acrobat of the Marvel Universe, and it's just kind of a bummer that he can't reach back further than that. He does, of course, have double hinged elbows and a wrist swivel as well, since you can change out his hands. Going over here to his torso now, guys, he does, of course, come with an ab crunch, and you hear that click right there in the middle. But he can crunch all the way down about that far and become a limbo master at parties. When it comes to his waist does rotate all the way around. Legs kick forward about that far, kick back about that far. He can hit this Spidey splits, upper thigh cut, double hinged knees. He even comes with a little bit of a boot cut up here too. Just rotates all the way around. Ankles go down about that far, go up about that far, and he of course comes with ankle pivot. Starting off the size comparison, guys, here we have the Iron Spider standing next to the What If Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. And as you can tell, the Iron Spider does stand towering over this younger Spider-Man. But it makes sense being that this Spider-Man here is a young kid, about 15, 16 years old. And this one is pushing age 20. Next up, guys, still staying with the Marvel Legends, we have the Iron Spider suit standing up next to the Spider-Man stealth suit. And I know this figure got a lot of flack. People didn't like it. They had a problem with the paint, but mine just looks absolutely amazing. I really do love this suit. I think they did an amazing job on this one here. And if you are like me and setting up a haul of Spidey suits, these two being the same size really does go hand in hand. Still staying in Marvel Legends, guys, we had to see the Iron Spider standing up next to the man who gifted him this suit, the Invincible Iron Man, and I do think that these two scale together beautifully. Next up, guys, we have the Iron Spider standing next to the McFarlane's CW Flash, and as you can see, these two simply will not work. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my review on the Iron Spider, I'm gonna have to give him a solid 7.5 out of 10. I really do enjoy this figure. I borderline love this figure. However, I am a little disappointed. I saw some product images of this figure and even some other guys on YouTube / their Instagram to make this guy stand up using his arms. Now, unfortunately, I cannot figure that out for the life of me. He's either top heavy or the arms just spread out, do a split, and give out from underneath him. So obviously, I'm too stupid to figure it out on my own. So if you know how to make this guy stand up, let me know down in the comments. However, if you did enjoy this video, smack the like button and hit subscribe if you're new. We try to do videos at least 2 times a week. If I can't, I'm probably on vacation. With all that said, though, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Later.